My name is Javon. I am a writer and illustrator. If this is your first time meeting me, nice to meet you. If you are already familiar with me, thanks for joining me here. I have been writing since I was a child, since I could pick up something to write with, and for many years I sort of took time off. I felt like writing was not something that I would be able to pursue, and recently got reconnected with my love of writing and have been writing children's literature for the last 3 years. I recently had a mentorship with We Need Diverse Books, where I worked on a manuscript with a mentor and just finished the last draft that's going to be submitted for agents coming up soon. So with this new fire ignited for writing, I wanted to try NaNoWriMo for the first time. NaNoWriMo is an abbreviation for National Novel Writing Month, and it's every year in November, 30 days to just commit to doing your best to try to write a novel. It could be a novel or it could be any other thing. You can pick what you want to write, but that's sort of how it started. I've been aware of it since maybe high school, and have always thought that I wanted to try it, but I, again, sort of having dropped my dream of being a novel writer, being a novelist, I never tried it, and so now I feel like is the right time. This month I plan to work on a children's book. I started it as like a tiny little picture book that I just wanted to write for some children that I had a relationship with when I lived in Ghana, and I thought I just wanted to send them something sweet, and then the more that I worked on it, I really wanted it to be beautiful and well done. And we're 3 years in, when I shared it with my mentor, he suggested that it actually wants to be a longer book. It doesn't want to be a picture book. And my experience with writing is that that's true, that I had a really difficult time getting it into the 500 word count that's typical of a picture book. So I started writing it as a chapter book a few months ago, and then put it on hold while I worked on the book that I finished for the mentorship. And so I'm picking that back up during this month. I'll be spending some time writing new material and editing old stuff, and hope that by the end of this month I'll have more of a finished product that I can share and get feedback for. It's 7:40 on November the 7th. Yeah, we're 7 days into NaNoWriMo 2023. I've been waking up pretty early anyway, and so I've been trying to write during that early time before the rest of my day starts. Today I didn't sleep well last night, so it took me a longer time than I wanted it to for me to get out of bed. So this morning I'm just going to spend some time typing up what I wrote yesterday. I probably will turn on a light. You see, I'm just in whatever clothes I could find. Yeah, I think I'm going to give myself about 15-20 minutes to just type up what I wrote yesterday, and then I will get ready for work. Okay, it's 8 a.m. I am gonna get up. I'm already up. I'm so tired. I am going to go put on real clothes, eat some breakfast, and get to work. Good morning. It is 6:50 on November the 8th. I'm wearing flannel again. I really wanted to be asleep, but the time change has really thrown me off, so I've been waking up a lot earlier. But it took me a long time to get out of bed. So I'm here. I'm going to spend some time writing this morning. I think I have maybe one more chapter that needs to get a first draft. I think if I can get one more chapter with the first draft down today, then I can go and start making little tweaks to what I have. So let's see how it goes. Okay, the sun has come out a little bit. I heard some birds chirping not too long ago. I've gotten the bones of this chapter down, and I have some notes for things to add in to this chapter or the next, ways to introduce some of the themes that might work with tying together some of the foreshadowing that needs to happen to build the story up. So yeah, but I feel pretty good about what I was able to do today, and maybe if I have some time later this afternoon, I'll just type it up so that I can be free to write tomorrow. But if not, I'll just use the time tomorrow to type. Hey y'all, it's November the 9th. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. I was really struggling today, feeling really tired and kind of down, and so a friend had suggested that I do some intentional rest today, maybe remove some of the demands that I've been placing on myself. So this morning, rather than getting up right away and writing during that time before I start work, I just decided to take my time, and also decided that instead of waiting until the end of the day to come outside, that I would come out during peak sun hours. I checked the weather. It's supposed to be really warm, and and it is very warm. However, when I checked the weather, there was no rain in the forecast, and when I got here to the park, the clouds are giving full Armageddon. So, I packed my bag. I have a book to read. I have my iPad. I have, my notebook and pen. And the forecast says that I have about 30 minutes before the skies open up. So I thought that I might take a little hike, but I think I'm just going to, I'll have to choose either to take the hike or to write during this half hour. I guess we'll both find out what that choice is going to be. Good morning. It's November the 10th. It's Friday. I'm back in my early morning flannels. I'm feeling a lot better after taking yesterday to rest, so decided that this morning I'll also sort of give myself a little bit more space to get into the day. So I have my tea. I'm gonna, take some time to sip the tea for a little bit before getting to work. After being able to type up yesterday what I had written the day before, I can sort of see like, okay, yeah, the story's coming together. I see that there are a couple of things that still are missing from that first section, like Act 1, right? I realize now that it's not a picture book, that that the story being told is really in the text. There will still be pictures, but I have space and a need to talk more about the environment. I realize I need to break up some of the dialogue a little bit with some narrative. And I think I have a couple of places that I can put some more hints at, what's going to happen later in the story. And it's 7 p.m. on Saturday, November the 11th. This morning, when I woke up, I knew that I needed more rest, and so I did not get up and write right away. And then I got ready for a wedding and went to the wedding. And when I got home, had a conversation with my brother, and then I had some time-sensitive things to do for work. So I have not written yet today, and I think I've just accepted that I'm not going to write today. I also didn't get to write yesterday, so I think going into next week, I know that my best bet is to write early in the morning. I don't know if that's sustainable for me either, but maybe if I'm more intentional about getting proper rest at nighttime, like if I do a better job of going to sleep the right way at the right time, it'll be easier for me to get up and write in the morning and then have the rest of my day. So I'm going to try to write tomorrow morning when I wake up, and really want to take advantage of this month to finish the first draft of the chapter book. So I'll let you guys know how it goes tomorrow. It's 7:48 on November 12th. I had about 4 minutes left on my timer, but I decided that I had reached a stopping point and I didn't have any notes that I wanted to write to myself to come back to. I think that I have my first draft. I think that when I come back to it, it'll be more just like patching together places that are a little messy or adding in some more detail. Using the thesaurus, keeping in mind some of the illustrative components that might need to be written into words. But I think I have a pretty decent first draft. The current word count is about 7,300 words, so I think that is a good place to be finishing a first draft. So I think I'm gonna stop here. I find that it helps me to have a little bit of space in between drafts. And I think that I have gotten enough down that there isn't yet more that I feel like needs to be added that would be clear to me at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed week 1. I'm really looking forward to having more to share with you. See you later.